Hello friends, welcome to Mr. Snayl's Wild Ride. I am Mr. Snayl and the wild ride has been really wild lately. Remember last week when I told you for the umpteenth time that I'm going to playlist live? Well, now it's in 7 days. And I'm going to be gone for 5 days in sunny, warm Orlando, Florida, surrounded by thousands of strangers with high levels of activity. So if you've ever wondered how a person on the autism spectrum packs for way too much stimulation of all 5 senses, now's the time you're going to learn. So let's get started. First off, it's never as orderly as what you see here. Usually things fall into 2 categories for me, personal and electronic. Of course there is some crossover. So I throw everything in a big pile and sort it out into things I can check and things I'll carry on to the plane. Things that I'm going to check are stuff I can either live without or replace, and the stuff I carry on are crucial things that I can't live without. I'm going for 5 days, and I like to pack an extra 1 or 2 days worth of meds and undergarments. I like to put the shoes in first. A lot of luggage come with shoe bags, but plastic grocery bags work just as well. The key to protecting your fragile items is to pack it just like you would pack something that you were going to ship. You put the fragile things in the center and keep them away from the edges of the suitcase. This fleece garment is in a plastic bag because I have 4 pets and I'm trying to keep the hair off of it while I'm traveling. Now the main technique for effective packing is to roll everything. Shirts, pants, dressy or casual. It makes clothes more dense. There's some hankies that I like to travel with, and some disposable rain ponchos too. It's particularly good for dress clothes because it helps to keep them from getting wrinkled. It's not perfect, but it helps. The main idea is that it keeps things as dense as possible so they don't move around or against each other, and it helps to pad things. These are some flip-flops to wear around the hotel. These are vitamins with some stain removers, sewing kits, little extra things. These are my sugar-free drink packets, and these are my protein bars. They're hard to find in stores, but they're important to me because they're vegetarian and they're low in carbohydrates. Chewing gum, there's my DOP kit, sunblock. It's important to keep in mind which direction is down for your luggage as you're packing it. Later on, if it's not completely full and you're hurrying through the airport, things might shift around. Here are the extra electronic items. We've got a small repair kit, surge protector power strip, extra power supplies, extension cords, multiple use cables. I believe in cables that serve more than one purpose. I love these cable ties. I got a whole bunch in bulk from monoprice.com. I have a whole bunch of adapters, and I keep them in these mesh bags, most of which I got from the Container Store. And I label them with these miniature luggage tags. They're just homemade from cardboard tags so that I know at a glance what's in each one. A couple of these flatter things I can slip into that inside pocket. So this is my sleeping hat, since us bald guys don't have any hair to keep our heads warm. Now I'm sticking the socks in the outer area, and of course now I'm rolling up some of the t-shirts I'll be wearing. These again go in the periphery of the bag to help pad some of the electronics and the harder things that I'm trying to keep into the center. Another important tip for travel is to try on all your clothes. Try to make sure everything goes together so you have multiple outfits. That's including the things that you're going to wear onto the plane. Unfortunately, you can't just pick all of your favorite items. Of course, if it's a business trip, some of that is a foregone conclusion. Now I'm packing up my backup drive. I don't have a padded case for it, so I'm just using this t-shirt for padding. And of course, this is a lint roller and a static guard. Now this is an extra bag. If you have a little bit of room and you have a collapsible sack, that can come in handy, especially in a case like this where I'm going to a convention and might be picking up a lot of extra merchandise, primarily t-shirts and things like that. Once you're finished, you strap in the interior part, again to try to keep the mass from moving around as much as possible. Zip it up. Some luggage comes with these toe straps for use in the airport. I built this additional strap for if you're really tired, you can attach some additional luggage to the telescoping handle of your suitcase. Now my carry-on luggage is actually a backpack. I used to use a cool messenger bag, but my back can't take it anymore. So even though this doesn't look very cool, it's held up very well over the years, and it can hold quite a bit of stuff. So we're going to start off with my laptop. It has a removable battery. I'm not going to bring an extra in this case, so here's a passive cooling pad for the laptop. I'll put those in first just to help the bag keep its shape. Also, with the case of magazines, one way to make them lighter is to pull out the pages that only have ads on them. You can do that in advance if you actually have the time. These are all my carry-on pocket bits, wallet, business cards, personal and for the YouTube channel, my primary phone, and my secondary phone, which is mostly for consuming media. Got a neck pillow, a hat, Over here are my 1 ounce liquids. Fortunately, I don't have too many of those, just lotion and hand sanitizer. These are the hard to find low carb vegetarian protein bars I've already discussed, because who knows what sort of snacks or food the plane will have. Bandages, just in case, because I'm clumsy. Gum, headphones, hygienic wipes, anti-gas, lip balm. Put all these things in the front pocket. Here are my prescription medications. I try to keep them in the pharmacy containers with the pharmacy labels. I've also got a over-the-counter acetaminophen in here as well. Definitely don't want to lose track of this. Here's a pen and pencil bag with some office supplies. This is my vlogging camera. I really like this model because it has a front-facing screen on it. And these are all the accessories that go with said camera, including a tabletop tripod and a microfiber lens wipe in a waterproof bag. This is my backup hard drive. Always keep the cable with the hard drive. Sunglass clip-on type case. Here I've got a media card reader combination USB hub. I really like it if a thing can do more than one job. Here also is a personal Wi-Fi network. Hopefully you don't need that very often, but when you do, you really need it. A variety of power supplies. Here's a hands-free headset. We've got a car charger, a combination wall charger. This is a multi-cable with a variety of different plugs and adapters for one end of it. This USB cable has 8 different ends for every conceivable kind of plug. This is a retractable mouse. We've got my laptop charger with a plug bug 1 amp USB port on one end. This is a really old 2-prong extension cord. I like it because it's thin, lightweight, and doesn't have a polarized plug. Here is a ground lift. You can get this for about 40 cents at the hardware store. This is my emergency rescue utility backup USB hard drive in case my laptop goes on the fritz or crashes. Some cables, thumb drives. Most important of all, for anybody that's watching this, if you travel with electronics, you gotta get an outlet tester. It's only a few bucks at the hardware store. You can check to make sure that the outlet you're using is grounded, if the polarity is reversed, anything. You never know in a hotel room. Here I've got a few stray retractable cables and adapters. And now it's time to load it all up into the backpack. I know you don't believe it's all gonna fit. This fleece vest is to wear to the airport, and then once I get there, I stuff it into the checked luggage. All these things load up into my pockets, put on the fleece vest and the backpack, and we're ready to go! Thanks for checking out my tutorial on how an Aspie packs to go to Playlist Live. I'll be vlogging over the next weekend from Orlando, Florida at Playlist Live 2014. I know that off-the-cuff vlogging is not the usual content offered on Mr. Snayl's Wild Rides, so the vlogging from Playlist will be offered on my second channel, Mr. Snayl's Sidebar. But if you are curious what it's like for an Aspie to try to survive at a gigantic YouTube convention, then you can follow those exploits over there. I'll put a link to my second channel in the description below, and I'll tweet out links to those videos when I post them. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Mr_Snayl. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Things should be back to normal, not next week because I'll be completely wiped out from Playlist and travel, but hopefully the week after that, first week of April. So again, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.